Okay, let me read this. Hey guys, it's Qwel. The fucking ellipses. Let me start by saying thank you for your patience and even the occasional words of support during the last few weeks. It has meant more to me and the team than you can imagine. Yeah. Until now, I have remained quiet about this situation. Not a great idea, and the troubling circumstances, and I owe you all an explanation for that silence. Maybe the fact you said you'd just endure and move on, and there's like an actual fucking screenshot of that, and you were playing Overwatch the whole time. This is painful to watch, but the community... painful to write, but the community deserves to hear it from me directly in my own words. Yes, we do. You should have said shit sooner. It's been like 2 weeks. Probably a bit over. A lot has been said about me over the past several weeks, and most of it has been painful in ways I'm still processing. Yeah, it's painful for you. For you, not the fucking cease and desists you sent to people or the victims. I know some have criticized and even attacked my silence as avoidance or an answer on its own. It was not. You were playing Overwatch, and you said you'd just endure and move on. But okay, let's devil's advocate. Let's see what you have to say. I felt a matter this serious deserved more than a reaction written in the heat of the moment, without all the facts, and I was not willing to say something I had not thought through carefully, as I also processed my own trauma. Okay. Not like the victims of Rocks had any trauma. I've taken the time I needed to study myself, talk with my team, meet with a professional, and work with the proper authorities to handle this to the best of my ability. Good. That's like the least you could do. This situation is not the kind of thing I'd ever want to rush, but as I said, you all deserve truth, plainly and in my own words, so here it is. This better be good. This better be really fucking good, Qwel. When I was around I was around 14 when I first got involved with the online spaces where all of this began. I was a kid. Like a lot of kids who find their friends on the internet, I trusted quickly, and I trusted some people who had not earned it. During a vulnerable stretch of those early years, someone stepped into my life and worked his way into my trust. I was 15 or 16 at the time and believed he was a friend. For a long time, I had no reason to think otherwise, and we spent a lot of time together. Yeah, that adds up. That adds up. I think that was, like, said before the last time. I want to walk through what came next carefully because the timeline matters and I want you all to have it right. Before I share, this is painfully triggering for me and might be for others who share a similar experience, so consider this my warning to anyone in advance. I mean, like, I guess I get it. I guess, but you still have to admit there's a lot of... You kind of, like, caused a bit more pain by not addressing this sooner or getting rid of his ass sooner. But, like, I guess I can get it somewhat. There's, like, a certain extent to which you can go, oh, but I don't know. This person's, like, been with me for a while. I don't know if I can let them go. There's, like, a certain extent to that. This is, like, past the extent. In August 2024, I was shown a drawing this person had made years earlier that depicted fictional characters. I was disgusted and horrified. However, this person had an explanation. He said he had been peer pressured into drawing it and that it had since been used against him. And in that moment, I had nothing to weigh against his word and certainly didn't have the tools to truly process the scope of it all. This was supposed to be my friend. He had convinced me that it was not as it appeared, and I didn't have the maturity to realize I was being manipulated. I own that and will forever wish I had found the strength to see through him sooner. Okay, that's, like, solid-ish. I'm pretty sure that's, like, the general known thing. I don't know. How do I say it? I'm pretty sure this was, like, elaborated on last time Rox came up. Like, yeah, oh, yeah, he manipulated her. Okay. That changed in October 2024. I was then shown clear, undeniable evidence of what this person had actually done. This was not another drawing that manipulation tactics could excuse. This was real, unambiguous proof following an actual person, and there was nothing left to explain away. I found out that morning in October, and by that night I had spoken with him directly and removed him from the gaming company. It was made public the very next day. I did not wait, I did not negotiate, and I did not look for a reason to keep him around. The moment I knew, I acted. While the steps taken were definitive and immediate, cutting someone loose is not the same as switching off a light. He had been woven into the work for years, woven himself into my life and my community, and removing him did not end overnight, emotionally or professionally. There are accounts to secure, assets to transfer, and the moderation tools that keep this community safe need to be placed back into trusted hands. I kept in contact for that purpose and no other, and the moment the handoff was complete, I cut him off entirely. Okay, so I think that makes sense. Like, if you needed your shit back, that kind of makes sense. But like, it better have just been that. If it was anything other than that, you are cooked. Because, like, you should not be engaging with him. I understand that the 2 months between those moments have raised questions for some, and I've seen it said that the delay is proof, and I knew and stayed silent. It is simply not true. The moment I had the full and complete picture of what this person had done, I acted and I did not wait. To suggest anything else is to ignore what actually happened, which is hurtful, irresponsible, and simply not the facts. To anyone in this community who was hurt by this person, or anyone who used a position of trust and authority to cause harm, I am so deeply sorry. I hear you, I believe you, and your safety matters more to me than my own comfort or reputation. If you are carrying something heavy from this, please reach out to an adult, a professional, or someone you and your family trust. You are not alone, and you did nothing to deserve it. I personally have struggled with my own trauma while revisiting this situation. I know I will forever struggle with what happened then and the pain I feel as a part of this community, but also as a young adult that was manipulated, and at the time incapable of processing the impact of what was happening to many of us. How can I make this about me type shit? It's fine, and then you go, I'm also traumatized. Like, I guess I can understand a one-off mention, but you've said this, like, several times. Anyways. So, also, I guess we don't have proof to this claim, but I don't know if Qwel was, like, groomed by Rox in the same way that those other victims were. Like, I don't know if the trauma of finding out someone you trust is, like, a really bad person is equivalent to getting groomed. Not to compare trauma, I just think that, like, in this situation, it's not really the best thing to bring up. The community and the world we've built together has always been a point of everything I do. Every mechanic, every tune exists because my team and I keep showing up for people who love this game, and that will never stop. More than 100 people work on the Dandy's World IP, and millions of you play it. I take that responsibility seriously. I always have and always will. Through all of this, the work has not stopped. Over the past couple of years, I've built a team of trusted professionals to help build Dandy's World. The team has continued to work hard through the past weeks, and nothing is more important to us than our community and its safety. Because so much of this rests on me, doing right by this situation has taken time and I would otherwise have spent on the game itself. Our work has continued all the same, and you will be hearing from the studio soon. I pray that you understand that the stories you may hear or have been reading on social media are not always reliable and may even be outright false. My team and I will continue working through the proper legal and law enforcement channels so that more of the truth could come out publicly and hopefully bring closure to everyone impacted. We are fighting for the true version of events to be shared with the help of proper professionals. As a creator of this community, I must own all of this and say I am sorry if I've disappointed anyone along the way. While I will own my shortcomings as a young creator and a leader. I know that we now have the right leaders in place for the Dandy's World team. I am going to keep building this game and community so it is worthy for the people in it. Thank you to everyone who has stood by me. I don't take it for granted, and I won't let you down. Like I've said before, I'm not perfect, but I try to learn from each misstep and give everything I have to you all. It would be it could have been a solid apology, but there's so much I can nitpick here, like reiterating several times that you were also traumatized. I get it. I get being traumatized by this situation, but also mainly the rocks thing, but also this isn't really about you. I mean, yes, it is. It's about you being you knowing being complicit, but it also the victims. Rox's actions aren't about you. They're about the victims. Also, you keep saying stuff, but you were spotted multiple times playing Overwatch, and there was screenshots of you saying that y'all could just ignore the situation and move on. And there's so many videos about this at this point. I don't know if this part's true, but apparently you sent a cease and desist to someone over this. So people are inclined not to trust you or this apology after this. You need to make that shit up. I do not know. I'm not quite sure what we're supposed to do here, right? So God. If anything, I think you need to also issue a formal apology to the victims and genuinely, if anything else did happen, come clean and just continue working with the authorities and stuff to fix things. Yeah, that's all.